I can't believe you took this game, bro. You see if the Raiders, and you still clicked on, homie. All right, then let me go ahead and deal with you. Let me go ahead and deal with you, cuz. I gotta go ahead and mollywop you Raider style, you know what I'm saying? Still Curry over there in Russia, man. They having a hard time when Ukraine, you know what I'm saying? Ukraine ain't nothing but about 400-500 little Caucasus Mountain babies. Nothing. Can't even deal with that.
Garoppolo, first play, gonna throw it. And his first pass is
Ain't no knockout. Ain't no knockout.
Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved
Yeah, I'm gonna test you early.
and forced the incompletion.
Yeah, you got that right, sucker.
Here's 2nd and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. This will be a short.
I'm running right now because I really don't believe in J.J. Watt.
That's a good start to this drive.
Show me why I should think differently. Wheezy.
Now, a little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining.
Yeah, I was about to scorch that, son. I was about to scorch that, Wheezy. Yeah. Make your next move your best move. Cause man, no G is smooth. Stars for the bars, baby. Let me some stars for the bars.
Garoppolo looks to throw. It got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders.
How you gonna cover everybody except Devontae Adams?
So early, does that shake your confidence? It shouldn't.
Man. Man, that's crazy, Weezy.
And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant. Time to regroup. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Hooper. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. It gets it right back to Mayer. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down.
No, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Okay, you see how I got the momentum on my side. I done stole your mojo. Can you take it back? I doubt that. Because you ain't never had no swag, Jack. Can you take it back? I doubt that. Because you ain't never had no swag, Jack. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. All right, homie. Okay, I see the little skip and hop. Skip, hop, beep, boo, bop. Okay, I see you.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Pickett sets up play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here now a 3rd down and 8. From the gun, here's Pickett. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run for it with Harris. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Life is a game of inches, bro. Life, not just life is a game of inches, my guy. Life. You should have got that interception right there. That was a pick 6, bro. Pay attention.
Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. That's caught by Myers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
What the hell you doing that big ass gap right there? You think T.J. Watt is good enough to fill up that whole gap? Why you better be thinking that boy, Miss Patrick? You better be thanking him. You better be thanking him. Saved your ass.
A 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 19-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Jacobs, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. He's got a man, complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Pickett now on 1st down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. Man open is Robinson. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the 1st half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. Inside the 10, and he will be brought down. Woo! This 1st time.
Weezy, you gotta get in there, baby. You gotta get in there on that one, my guy. You got to get in there. I mean, you tie the game up, baby. And you get the ball right now. P Weezy, baby.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back.
I'm tripping, G.
Tough one there.
I'm tripping, T. I'm tripping, homie. How was that whole time? Tripping. Tripping on the set. Nigga, tripping on the set.
Able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Carlson able to put this one through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he gets it down to the 32. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Hitting Mayer here on the out route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Harris on the draw. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Pickett to throw on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pickett right back to the air again. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
One final shot for Pickett. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.